Live. Okay, make sure it's going, and it is. So this is the 23rd yoga, YouTube live yoga routine. So today we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. I have no reading to do. I did a little bit of reading, but I have nothing to share today. I could find something, but that would just be an effort of trying to find something. So that's what I'm sharing. Don't share something if you don't have nothing to share, which I just shared. Okay, so today we're going to do the two sun salutations slowly, and that's what we're going to focus on, the sun salutations. And the main thing we're going to focus on today is the quality of acceptance of where you are physically in the pose. And that's a quality that we're learning on the yoga mat. So you're going to accept that. You're going to accept where you are physically, which allows you to, recognize acceptance. And you're gaining that quality of acceptance and non-judgment and similar qualities like that. And that's what you're learning on the yoga mat, and that's what you're going to take out in the real world. So to learn those qualities, we're going to begin the mountain pose, just becoming like a mountain. And that's the mindset that you're gaining, becoming firm like a mountain, part of the earth, because we are part of the earth. Then we're going to move into the sun salutations. Just accept where you are in the poses and just focus on the breathing. And that's what you're doing the entire time during this yoga routine. You're going to focus on the breathing. And that focus allows the mind and body to become one, which is yoga. Then we'll go into the mountain pose again. Then we'll go into the tree, which is the mindset of becoming part of the earth again, like rooted into the ground. Again, this is the mindset we're trying to gain on the yoga mat. And then we'll go into the easy pose, which is the modification of the lotus. And we'll wind down and seal it up with a yoga seal. So let's go ahead and begin. So let me get the dirt off my mat. Last piece. Okay. So feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Then each toe touches one at a time. Knees might bend slightly. Hips are tilted. Arms are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. And then you're thinking of yourself as being tall. So lengthen up. And then what you're doing here is finding the spot where the skeleton is just standing. So everyone's going to be different. Everyone's skeleton is different. So find that spot and just focus on the breathing. Now you're going to bring the palms together. The thumbs go to the heart center. And you won't see my hands when I go up, but all I'm doing is the prayer when I go up and back. And for me, and like I repeat all the time, I go out a little bit, just in case you see that. And that's going for my body because my shoulders and my chest is tight. And I'm trying to loosen that up. But when I do yoga, I go out a little bit because I match it for me. And I accept that. That's a quality that I'm learning. So palms together, thumbs to the heart center. And you're going to push the arms up and back. Inhale slowly. You're just starting out, so don't go into the pose too much. Just listen to the body. And then you're going to hinge forward. You hinge forward from the lower back. You're reaching out. And then you're going to take the palms, place them to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs, forehead's going towards the knees, so you're pulling yourself in and down. Again, you're not going into it too much. You're listening to the body. And as we go through these poses, your muscles will warm up. You'll go into them a little bit more. And then here you're just focusing on the breathing, and you're allowing yourself to breathe. So you're closed up. So when you inhale, the belly swells with air slightly. So let yourself be pushed out. And then when you exhale, you go into the pose a little bit more. So you're focused on the breathing, but you're aware of that subtle movement. The focusing allows you to be aware. Now, palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. So the back foot, the top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor. And you want to make sure the knee's not going over the toe. And if it is, make sure it's not going over too much. Just accept where you are. The back might be straight, might be arched a little bit. What you want to pay attention to is the hips are square and they're pushing diagonally just a little bit. Again, we're just starting, so listen to the body, move into these poses more and more. Now think of the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up into a high lunge. We're not going to stay in the high lunge, but you want to settle there before you move into the next pose. So you settle there, then going into the downward dog. Here, your arms are straight, legs are straight, heels are to the floor or towards the floor, tailbones going to the ceiling. There's no tension in the neck, so the head is just dangling. And again, settle in the pose, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. And that focus will allow the mind and body to become one, and that is yoga. Now we're going to slide into the upper dog. It's a strength transition. So you drop down to the knees and the chest. And then you slide up. Now with the upward dog, tops of the feet are to the floor. Of course, the palms are to the floor. And modify this pose how you have to. If you need to go down to the small cobra, go down to the small cobra, which is to the belly. So no pressure on the hands. And you're you're pulling up. So you're using your back, which are pull muscles. So you pull up, get the chest off the floor. The hands touch the floor, but they don't push. Now you're going to go back to downward dog, pushing into it. I just need to fix my shirt. Arms are straight, legs are straight, heels to the floor, tailbones to the ceiling. Now you're pushing into it just a little bit more than you were before. No tension in the neck, so the head is dangling. Now you're going to bring the left foot up between the hands, low lunge. So the top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor. Thinking of the hips, pushing them diagonally. Back is arched, maybe, straight, maybe. Just accept where you are. Focus on the breathing. Now think of the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up into a high lunge. Again, we won't stay here, but we'll settle in it. Then move into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Let yourself breathe. And focus on the breathing. Palms together. You're going to reach out, up and back. Inhale. Turn the palms out. Push the air down and out. Exhale. Then we're going to go right into the next one. Inhale. Arms go up, arching back. And then hinge forward from the lower back, reaching out. Pull yourself in and down. Focus on the breathing. Palms to the sides of the feet. Right leg is back into a low lunge. So the knees to the floor, top of the foot's to the floor. Think of the hips pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight. Might be arched. For me, I try to get my back as straight as I can, which is difficult. But I accept it. I settle into it. I accept where I am. And that's what you're learning on the yoga mat. Acceptance. And essentially what you're learning is accept yourself and just accept. Now think of the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up into a high lunge, settle here, then move into the downward dog. Pushing into it, arms straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels to the floor or towards the floor, no tension in the neck. Again, you're pushing a little bit more than you were before. Then you slide into the upper dog, so drop down to the knees and the chest. Slide up, modify the pose how you have to. And if you're modifying it, don't judge it, just modify it, accept it. It's okay. That's where you are. That's fine. You're going to go back to downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight. Legs are straight. Tailbones to the ceiling. Heels towards the floor. Or into the floor. Then you're going to bring the right foot up between the hands. The back foot, top of the foot's to the floor. Heel to the floor. Pushing diagonally with the hips. Square them up. Pushing. Just focus on the breathing. Accept where you are. Now think of the back foot. Curl the toes under. Knee goes up. High lunge. Settle here. Then move into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. The palms together. Reach out. Up and back. Inhale. Turn the palms out. Push the air down and out. Exhale. Then you're going to go to mountain pose. Remember, with mountain pose, feet are shoulder width apart, toes go up, spread the toes, each toe touches one at a time. Make them wide. Knees are tilted, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed. Think of yourself as getting tall. You pull from the crown, pulling up. Even this pose, you're settled into it. Find the spot where the skeleton's just standing. No tension anywhere. The skeleton's just standing. Everyone's going to be different. Now we're going to do the tree. And with the tree, with my hands, all I'm doing is going up. So palms are together. It's a symbolic hand gesture. So fingers lock, index fingers point, thumbs together. That's how I do it. Or you could bring the left thumb over. Or you could just do the prayer. You could just go up like this. Whatever you could do or whatever you feel like doing. That's part of the acceptance in yoga. So palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Now, technically, when you're in the tree, you're going to inhale, pushing up. I was taught to go up like this, and that's what I always have done. So left leg is up. It's into the side of the right leg. Think of the left knee pushing it back. If you need to modify this pose, just bring your foot down towards the floor. Put a hand on the wall. You can even lean against the wall. Just do what you can. So palms together, symbolic hand gesture, going up. That's how you want to do it. And this is how it looks when I'm up. You just focus on the breathing. In this pose, the same thing as the mountain. Knee might be slightly bent. Hips are tilted maybe. You're just doing the best you can. Accept where you are. If you're going back and forth and your foot's going up and down, if you're losing your balance, so it's okay. It's all good. That's where you are. That's what you accept. You're learning where you are. Not trying to be somewhere. Not trying to control. Letting go of that type of mindset. And then go ahead and release. If you want to, you can bring it down like this. So, other side, toes go up. Each toe touches one at a time. They're wide. So right foot is up. Think of the knee, pushing it back. Again, you can go up. Inhale and go up this way. However you like to do it. Accept where you are. And you're just focusing on the breathing. Mind and body are one. So no matter how the pose looks, you may think the pose should look a certain way. But if your mind and body's connecting, and you're accepting where you are, then you're doing yoga. Go ahead and release. Or again, you can just come down. Whatever you like to do. So sometimes when I'm talking and I lose focus and I bobble back and forth myself. So that's where I am. Doesn't matter. So mountain pose again. Toes are up. Each toe touches one at a time. Sometimes I can speak, sometimes I can't. That's the Virginia in me. State of Virginia. Now, you're going to go to the easy pose. So you're going to go to the back of the mat. I'm going to go right here so I can be in front of the camera. So easy pose is the modification of the lotus pose. So back is straight, hands are in front, maybe they're to your knees or in your lap. And in this pose, see, told you I can't speak. You're going to lean back if you need to. You need to bring leg up. If you need to go to a wall, lean back. It doesn't matter. That's where you are. That's what you're learning. Accept where you are. Essentially, that mindset becomes acceptance. And then you learn that quality on the mat, and then you apply it in the real world. Things happen around you. Hey, you accept it. I'm not saying you let things go and just happen to you. You need sometimes defend yourself. I was going to not use that word defend in yoga, but that's real life. So back is straight, but you still have to accept, not judge. Hands are in front, to your knees or in your lap. You're just focused on the breathing. Now, in this pose, and when we do these movements, you're focusing on the breathing, and you're letting the mind and body become one. So you'll let everything become like a moving meditation once we start moving. So the head tilts to the right ear is to the right shoulder, left shoulder's down, back is straight. Focusing on the breathing. When you're focused on the breathing, you're aware of the stretch in the left side of the neck. You're aware of maybe your lower back. For me, I have an issue with my spine right here, which puts tension on my lower back on the right. And I'm aware of that, but I'm not focused on it. I'm focused on my breathing. I'm just aware of it. Tilt the head to the, I'm sorry, bring the head to the center. Now tilt the head to the left. Left ear is to the left shoulder. Right shoulder stays down, back stays straight. You're focused on the breathing. And bring the head to center. Tilt the head back. So you're still going tall. So you're kind of reaching up. You're just not jarring the head back. You're reaching up. Bring the chin down to the chest. Keeping the back straight. Bring the head to center. Neck rolls, drop the head to the right, down and around. Head drops down, it goes around. You're exhaling. The head goes up and back. You're inhaling. And you're just focused on the breathing, becoming aware of the movement, aware of what you're feeling. And then when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And then when the head goes to the top, bring yourself to center. Shoulder shrug, shoulders to the ears, back, down and around. Shoulders are going up. You're inhaling. As the shoulders go back and down, you're exhaling. And you just focus on the breathing, which allows you to be aware of the movement and what you're feeling. Shoulders go through the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down, inhale as you go up. Shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. Trunk rotations, dropping down to the right, down and around. As you go down, the back is straight and you're reaching out and you're exhaling. As you're coming up, you're inhaling. The body is following the breathing. It's becoming a form of a moving meditation. You just focused on the breathing. And then when the trunk goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And when you go to the top, bring yourself to center. Back is straight. Half spinal twist. Left hand is on the right knee. Right arm goes up. Pull yourself up. Then you twist. Palm goes to the floor and send the back. Arm is straight. It's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting. You're focused on the breathing. Go ahead and release. Back to center. Settle yourself. Then you're going to do the other side. So right hand is on the left knee. Left arm is up. Pull yourself up. Think of the spine. Get yourself straight. Then twist. Palm goes to the floor and send the back. Arm is straight. And it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting. And you're focused on the breathing. Go ahead and release. Back to center. Hands are in front. To your knees or in your lap. If you're leaning back, that's okay. If one leg is up because something's wrong, or you feel like something's wrong in your lower back, that's what you do. Accept where you are. Just focus on the breathing. You're letting go of control. So you're not controlling the breathing, just focused on it. So you're already breathing automatically. So you just focused on the breathing, which means focus on the belly going in and out, or focused on the tip of the nose where the air goes in and out as you inhale, exhale. And just watch yourself breathe. Reach behind you, grab the left wrist with the right hand, or the right wrist with the left hand, whatever you like to do. You're going to lean forward for the yoga seal. The forehead's going down towards the floor, and you're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses, and you're keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. And you bring yourself back up. Hands go back in front to your knees or your lap or however you're sitting. And we're just going to stay here a little bit longer. So just watch yourself breathe. Focus on nothing else but the breathing. Your mind will wander. Sometimes your mind will wander. You don't even realize you're thinking about something else. And then when you realize it, just gently bring your awareness and your focus back to your breathing. Don't judge it, just bring yourself back to the breathing. Bring the palms together. Namaste. And that's it. So that's the 23rd YouTube Live yoga routine. And my focus as an instructor, just the way I learned it from the person that taught me. Well, few people taught me, but the main person that taught me, which is from integral yoga, this is not integral yoga, but that's where I started. And yoga is more than hatha yoga. And that's what this picture is with the different uh, religious symbols. But there's qualities on the yoga mat, like a mindset that we're learning on the yoga mat. And one that I focus on is acceptance and qualities like that, and non-judgment, and not trying to control. So you're letting go of the that type of mindset. And in our society, that's how it works. Trying to control everything, but sometimes you have to let it go. Again, that doesn't mean you let it go and just let things happen to you. You still control your life, but you're so aware that, hey, this is going to go this way, so I'm gonna turn this way, and that's how you handle things. And so that doesn't mean you don't defend yourself. That doesn't mean you don't take care of yourself. That doesn't mean you try to be the best that you can be, but it does make you aware of what's possible and not possible, and or what's best or not best, not possible. Possible is I was going to say a strange word, but an interesting word. Um, so be true, be you. That's why I got that saying. I've been saying that saying for a long time. I try to get betruebeyou.com just to see, and somebody has it, or a company has it. And that's acceptance. I wasn't going to buy it. I just was trying to see. Anyways, so I'll see you tomorrow, 5:30 Arizona time, Mountain Time. And namaste, peace and love.